Gecko. So teams. So what I find interesting with this is teams are moving away from Viper. I think Viper got a buff because of the new Lotus changes, but yeah, so in my eyes this is good too. MIBR are just in for the Sky. They've just been practicing with the Sky and they're just in for it. So again, I think the Viper got a bit of a buff because you're vision blocking and then there's two places that you now have to check, which is kind of why you have to do the double initiator. But if you have less smokes, then you don't have to use as much util to check that. You can kind of body check some of it, in my opinion. Especially over towards C angle. So it's a little bit weird, man. It's a little bit weird how people are looking at these changes. Because I think Fnatic are going to run the same comp with just the fade. I can't see them changing it up too much. And honestly, I think that comp's got a bit of a buff, if anything. Katie, thank you so much, Katie, with the Prime. Thank you for the 4 months. But I do think as well, Gecko is crazy strong right now. Like the overwhelm potential of Gecko is scary, and just Wingman in a drilled team is also scary. Like an extra dude bra that can plant and defuse, you can leave sites a little bit easier. Retake success rate should go through the roof. Like Gecko, you can honestly just retake so many more. You can just leave sites so much more in my eyes. But yeah, we'll see. MIBR on defense, C9 on attack. We finally get a Gecko. But like I said, Jake has to be real careful with his smokes, in my opinion, especially on defense. They can probably get a little bit manipulated in my mind. Three.
Keep going. But Vanity's still there to try to help as much as he can. Whippy now the last player standing on a 3 versus 1. The headshot onto FRZ, but he's low at half HP. The tap on the second one. RGL's low. Nades coming out, but that's going to be a full stick.
Insta stick. Nicely done. Dude got 3.
And MIBR, they score another pistol.
Wow, if the idea was to garrison the
we got a little replay of this. Could be nice.
Exactly where MIBR was already hunkered down, and they just wiped down Cloud9 as they try to get to the safe spots once into B. And it almost seemed like that's what MIBR wanted. Cloud9 walked into the site, and they were like looking around. Where is everybody? Where? Boom! Out of the woodwork comes MIBR instantly. Fist bumps all around. Another pistol round here coming in.
Pistol count? Yeah, full one.
Buys in for round 2.
We saw a nice flash that came through there from JZ to allow for MIBR to try to fight back and flood.
Right.
As you mentioned, Garrison, that small
3-2
to move back, but a force buy coming out for C9. Satchel's moving forward. Utility to clear towards the
Chat, you guys sure? I think you guys are wrong.
That's an instant smoke that comes out.
C9. Oh, it's 2-0 on bind. Really?
A lot of this round.
Okay, then you guys are right.
What kind of pressure?
Dude, I was so sure it was 1-1 on mine.
You still see Whippy is back, looking around, turrets watching mid, and C9 is not getting any movement out of MIBR. Quite a bit of utility used to take that space at long.
Watch streamer, that's actually true.
As they head over now.
Outrageous, man.
Everything
this is what an off-season would do to you. We had a good year.
Pushed up.
Yeah, that smoke's not going to do too much because he's jumping up and now spawns the players moving forward.
Good haunt.
Bit of util coming out. Dizzy being picked up once again by Vanity as they clear out towards the orb. Looking to potentially to farm that second orb if it's still up.
We're going back.
C9 doing C9 things.
Vanity.
Lose a pistol. Force into this one. Tank some damage.
Always on the table. And it looks like it's actually being read by MIBR. Look at this movement.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna get a heck of a B fight or a C fight.
20 seconds.
Azine still has a snake bite, so they did a good job to use the KJ util, but there's that molly on the ground. Easy here.
What they're gonna do is stop Wingman.
Wingman's trying to make it up, and that's 4 players instantly falling down, including the spike.
Yeah. Okay. Nicely done. Dude, what util did I miss for them to 3-person stack? Was it a jump peak, or was it sound, or sky flash? I missed something, but some kind of info that we timeout here.
Predicting the movement right now, and the fact that they are pushed up, that MIBR has this kind of push forward line of scrimmage allows them that benefit.
Be a bold, it would be a bold timeout to do this on your first.
How much util they still have from
feels
that
like a
C hit. And then they come back to see.
Dude, this molly was outrageous. 15 seconds left though.
Without that much util, can't get into sight.
One enemy
And
remaining.
they are closed in on the bigger buy here in the second round. I like the back and forth though. You trying to stretch your opponent thin is always a big strategy when you have a lower buy.
Looks like we have a little bit of a tech issue with audio, so we're going to try to fix that ASAP and resume the game. As again, you're looking at that second round. Yeah, the jump spot was looking pretty good. You were mentioning it here for MIBR, the forward position, and that's nothing that's really uncommon right now, right? When you're a team on the defense that
OMD,
tries to add that pressure.
Tech pause? Yeah, I mean, we only had 2 today. The first one
usually
was
for a team like MIBR,
sizable.
They usually try to go for that. You've mentioned
But
it on
since
that
then, it's
first
been
map
not
on
too bad.
Vine. You're trying to put Mazine, RGL, and JZZ together to try to push forward into a certain spot. Either it's mound or towards rubble. And when
How was
you
the
take control of
NRG
rubble
game?
like that,
I
and
would
do these
say
jump spots,
not
it's
as
just
close as
so
the
much easier
score
for you to adapt
suggests,
and rotate quickly from
really.
the B to the A side,
Maybe a
prevent
cent.
anything to any
I
ground to be
wouldn't
gained
say
outside of
for
that
that, but
line of the Viper wall. And C9, I mean, they haven't wasted
think a
enough
cent-
of that
I actually
utility
think
to really try to get
Ascent
the
was
best
closer
value
than
out of their
Breeze
force spot.
somehow.
We're just
Even though the
getting
scoreline
an
wasn't.
audio issue fixed up for one of the players here before we get back in the game, so not too much longer. And going back to
Like, if I
you
felt
know,
like they
looking at
rematched, I
C9
think it
play
would
this in the
be
past, very door heavy.
closer on
Love
the
to play
opposite
the door
maps.
games. Go towards C, open it, let it close. Open
Yeah.
it again, let it close. Start toying with the mentality of their opponent a little bit by just
Demon one, yeah,
revolving
he was
those
good.
doors and maybe
Lot of
finding
fast
a shot,
kills.
or just for noise. So
Yeah.
looking like we're getting ready to get back into the game. Audio issues are all fixed up. And we'll get into round number 3, the bonus here.
And the game around the revolving doors
Maybe
was
Sen,
also an era
maybe.
where you had MC have Leaf play that
The
neon,
full
and you
coaches
could actually
helps.
do a
I'll
little
put that
bit
out
more
there.
of that
True.
audio cue, audio call.
Okay,
Yes.
tech ball's
Now, with
done.
this utility that you
2
currently
away
have
from
here,
official. We actually have an
from
eco
Vanity
here,
as
so
the Gecko, it's section
I
scaling
say,
that
I
you're
mean,
trying
low
to
buy.
do between both initiators of him and Zeppa.
Yeah.
It starts off
Yeah,
the first section
pretty
that
sure
you wanna
that's
cut
right,
out, and
simple.
game control is C side for C9.
This push all the way towards A. Pretty heavy push up. The one way was thrown out all the way from RGL on that A side, so they're kind of playing off the map, more of a retake style towards C here, and this could
yeah,
favor
just planning
Cloud9
ahead.
if
They get the
get in with
orb, so no
sure
matter what,
shot.
next round they get official.
Waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
we might
again, I
see a
think the
flood
Viper is
that
strong now
util
because of
coming in
this. Just
a second.
extra corner
Try
to
see if
check,
you can
extra bit of
pop that
util
volley,
has to
though.
get
There you go,
used.
They got it. So that's an opportunity potentially to flash through if another smoke comes down. But as there's nothing yet, actually it's even deeper on the outside. So actually that's a great smoke because that really doesn't allow for you to flash through and cross over within the C site.
Absolutely, very.
Are they
smart
waiting for
flash
the
as
extra
well,
smoke
coming
from
the
Jake?
waterfall
They
area
have it now.
just over that top side to blind everybody at long C. From JZZ.
Yeah, they have to wait this one out as well.
Again. Patience here
This
for
is nice
C9.
though from MIBR. We had
And
no
again, the
pressure over
numbers
towards A. They
game,
set the
MIBR
Omen
has
up,
it
and then
stacked right.
means we can have
Same
3
way right
people
up
here
there.
again
This
with the
is
molly
great
that's going to
utility from
perfectly
Mazine.
go down. It's looking like a repeat of the round before, to be honest.
30 seconds.
Low
Can't really
time
do
gonna
much.
force
I
their
mean,
way
the pain
through.
shell's not even gonna help. I'm hoping to catch them, but as you have MIBR just
Dude, it's an
over
absolute
side, they were
meat
just ready
grinder.
for it the whole time. The crossfire set up on the low.
4
and
people
even you have
surviving,
FRZ
money's
on the
really
top.
good.
There's
We do
no
have
way that you're
official
making
for
it
the
through
attack,
this Cloud9.
but
Full house. Mazen's over.
still a little bit
JZZ's
scary.
there. A 3K and a 2K. Feeling good for MIBR. And JZZ, a pivotal one on that round. Again, the flash over
Okay,
waterfall.
big
not
buy
showing
rounds.
himself
They
being
gotta,
super
they at
safe
least gotta
just
do
with
some
the
map control. A little bit of A
identification,
control,
identity of the rest
most
of the
likely on
team.
this one.
In
Do
that
they have set
position,
strat
1,
with
2,
the
3, control with the
Bulldog.
fish? And Maz in there as well, the Bulldog himself.
Those are very important kills too for JZZ because now that allows the Seekers to be available where on the other end for C9 with these low buys that you had, they're trying to get Vanity out into the
Okay, so
or
early
Thresh, rather, this time
early
around.
A take.
You have an opportunity to play the retake.
Love the double util use. Which one are you going to shoot? You're going to
They
shoot
take A.
Gecko, or
In
are you gonna
reaction,
shoot the
double
Haunt?
push over towards
Really
B to
cool
get
tricks as they
info.
go in. Thresh has been used already. This is a hard hit coming in from C9.
Yeah, they know it's now open. There's that Seekers to answer right back.
Fish to clear sight. Fish gets picked up. 4 people here. Dog stun. Dude, the dog so nearly stuns 3. They just killed it.
Finally, we're circling in, funneling through a flash to try to gain some space.
They got
On this
3
flank,
people
second
tree.
across as well for C9.
Man, there's so much going going on?
Oxy finally gets that pick, but it gets instantly traded out. A 4 versus 4 as Oxy falls.
Jake might have owned this.
It's not looking good here.
3 and tree.
Oh, Jake
The
has owned
defuse
this.
actually being stuck currently.
Oh.
C9's not there to really help, and finally at halfway gets Dropper's Vanity.
Holy hell, did Vanity think it was done here as well?
Perfectly done for C9 in the end as they like ring around the
This was close. MIBR had a lot of people here early. This was just manic.
Was the key.
I think
They
the
just spread
changes to the
perfectly
A site were
side,
great,
dropped
by the way.
MIBR. What a chaotic
Like
round.
A site being hollow
For so
actually
much
did
of the
suck a
time, they
little
were
bit.
just within arm's reach of each other for quite a bit there. C9 still playing it as calm as they could to make sure it was MIBR that went down for their first round here on Lotus. Took 4. We get C9 in there.
Anonymous gifter, thank you so much. Wait, do I even want to?
Nothing yet. It's gonna still come down to the strats.
Oh my
and the
goodness.
shots. 3-2 split across
Jolly,
the map.
go to bed
A
or
little
something.
bit more
I know
aggressive
that's
here
you.
from MIBR. We saw
'Cause
this
it
in
can't
the
be Van
first two
Silly,
rounds,
he's
but not
literally
yet for the gun
casting.
rounds. They're going to meet C9 at the front of C.
Wait,
They had at least RGL Meister being sent out
damn,
for
they
potentially
wrecked the
paranoia
raise
if you
nade.
actually needed a
They
cross
really
down.
wrecked the raise
The
nade.
alarm bot
Look at
was
how
there,
much
yet
little
they still
damage
wanna
that
commit
did.
to that to
I was
funnel
there
everybody back
thinking
towards the
like,
east side. The east side
I was
for
honestly
now doesn't
thinking
have
this
enough.
guy's gonna be
Enough game for
80, this
C9
guy's
to
gonna be
scale
like
up here.
60.
Very good movement from both teams, leaving the lurkers, pushing forward. C9 choosing
The
Baby
nice
Door
B split.
correctly
Is
here.
Omen gonna?
We're gonna get peeked down
Oh,
on
we had
Lotus.
we don't have
Take
Omen
gonna
flash
be.
because we used it over towards C.
Plan for long.
Wait, they can't retake this.
You have a flank at least for GZZ.
They go
towards
double
the back of
heaven.
B. Plant then comes down and successful for Cloud9. C's being thrown inside as Zeppa gets the spray within the smoke. A 1v1 as the smoke dissipates. Jake loses that fight against Artazine, who then looks to the head-to-head against Zeppa.
JZZ
A satchel
can
to break
maybe
crosshair
win
placement
this.
as he looks to swing right back. But C9 are doing a good job to delay the spike. Finally, as Zeppa runs across,
again.
gets denied by Artazine. Showstopper available too. He's still going to use it at 3 HP. It's out. Back towards the baby door. Back towards the Hobbit. Shoots him down, but GZZ's the one that picks up the kill. A
Damn.
the defuse. But it's
Impressive.
not gonna work out for Vanity on the 1
JZZ,
versus 3.
huge.
A great retake for MIBR.
I think
Artazine cannot.
I don't know who this guy
Takes
was. I
down
can't
two,
remember.
the
I think if
1v1
this guy
approaching
doesn't
him
go
just
to
at
the
door
site, I
on
think
the
this
top
is a different
platform
round.
B,
I
and
honestly
then
think
drops
C9
in the
messed
site
up
to
their
make
after
sure
plant
3K
here.
comes in for the round,
JZZ
getting that
did
result
fantastic,
on
and again,
Ryan
MIBR are
even
just so
quicker
good
again.
at
There's only
losing
one
map
now,
control and
since it
always
was
having someone
used
on
and
the
then
flank.
grabbed,
They are
but
always pushing
never wasting
and
a
getting
moment to
free
make
map
sure that
control
happens.
and just making sure that C9 are just like
Really nice
suffocated on
pressure,
site.
too.
I
feel
think
like
it might have been
MIBR
Oxy
kinda
that
left
pushed onto
C9
the site.
dangling on
I
that
think they
retake.
messed
When
up in the
C9
after plant
thought
a
the
little
retake
bit.
was coming, MIBR pump fake just for a moment.
They
That's when
just
they made
gave
their
up
move.
so much map control.
With Artazine
And I
coming
think
out
if
of
they
that top
hold
side.
this, it's a different round.
Problem as well that nobody was watching that flank too that allowed
Yeah.
JZZ to move forward, right?
Yeah.
all day.
It is true.
There you got a
Another
blind with whoever
eco.
could find. A hero rifle in the hands for Zeppa.
3 hero rifles though.
Nightfall available,
They get
so
Fatal
another
on this and they
opportunity
pick
to
up the
really
orb,
flood
so
the
that
site.
means that they want to use Fatal
Would be
into this.
watching the flank first, avoiding the boom bot, not shooting the shot, so has an opportunity to surprise some players.
Or at least they want to have
No
it as a
Nightfall will be
backup.
used.
Do we have a
Simple
retake
utility
wall?
for Cloud9 to move in. There you go, a late Nightfall
That
that
hits
comes out towards
3.
the back of the C site, but the util comes back for MIBR. Plant still comes down as FRZ gets that pick onto Oxy.
Wait, they had a nice molly on this.
3 in sight. They don't know 2 were coming around from the flank either. It's just Mazin and FRZ waiting for this to come around from the outside.
Yeah, it really comes down to those two players. You're just hiding and tucking in for the defenders to allow those flankers to
good
move in.
paranoia.
And that paranoia is gonna also allow here MIBR to flood in as a team. And here it comes.
No
Whippy and
way.
Jake, though, they get these picks off through the smoke. It's a 1 versus 2 for Fra. Now comes in, misses the shot, finally connects, but runs out of bullets on the Vandal. Only as a classic, a tap on the spike, and it should be easy for
Okay,
Zeppa to
nicely
win,
handled
and
in
it
the end.
will be after all.
Damn,
The
Jake
force blood
Jake
that you
won
had
this with that
burns
smoke
out.
timing. It was so
For
close.
C9.
Got it.
Smoke doesn't go out, he doesn't get that jewel, it's a
Ooh,
different
it
round.
does help. It does. A lot of
MIBR
people
had
still
some
going down, but
cool
the plant
util here.
kills
The
is
wall
gonna
was
be enough money
interesting.
to
They
get
had a very
themselves
nice
back into
molly
buy
that,
here. Not so
that went
much
over
the same for
towards
MIBR.
here.
We're
And
seeing
I
a little bit
think
of the last round buy
they,
got
I
from
think they were
C9
meant
from
to, yeah,
MIBR.
okay.
A bit scattered, still some
Damn, they
more
actually have
to go
something
in.
pretty
Actually,
cool here.
GZZ
They molly the
is
left
ready
side
to
of the
set up here
plant
to
spot,
watch the
which
replay
then
once
means,
again.
like against
Zeppa with
a
the
non-Gecko
clean
comp, this would
shot.
work pretty well.
And we start
They
this one
molly
off with a
here,
low buy
and then
for
they
MIBR.
spam
Round
this
7
right
here.
side where you would be planting if
In
this
the
was mollied
first
from Waterfall.
for the first time
Like,
in
they
the
got-
series,
that's pretty
we've had
cool.
rounds going back and forth, Vance.
Like, the Viper has some good util from here, and they still play the retake ball over towards C as well. This is interesting. We got 4 ults on this one. We got a low buy, so MIBR will just be trying to get as many ults out of them as possible.
Potential to do some damage here if C9 walks into the trap, where that's exactly what we currently have, at least to start.
Oh yeah. They set up the whole base at A. MIBR, all 5 members towards this side of the map. Just the baby door encroach here.
Man, I reckon they have a...
Mozzie needs to break out
once we
fast.
see...
Uh-oh.
Or just hold the corner if they break the baby door in, but instead, Oxy's trying to push forward with C9 to get
Dude, what a shot.
on his side,
Lunatic.
under the belt,
Oh, no.
advantage. Oh, no. The door's
no.
about to break, and that's Mazine waiting right there. Boom, there's that first. Close range onto Jake.
One bullet.
They're dancing across the door. An opportunity to reload and try to jump back out. Hit the
Damn.
connector.
Oh,
Does he have
There's a
any
ping in
idea
the back,
about
though. They know
Killjoy?
Whippy's on that flank, trying to get a
Oh my
timing
god.
here, locked
Oh
down.
my god. That's outrageous.
Gets caught off. Spike gets picked up.
There is so much going on.
Still has to
There's
get
no
back to
way
the
that
site.
that's the
30
timing.
seconds
Puts the
here.
alarm bot in,
Walking
walks out at the
straight
same
up
time.
the
He gets the
gut between
ult
both
out to try
members.
force him out of the Viper ult.
MIBR.
20 seconds left now.
There's so much madness going on in this game.
There's not enough time to move towards C.
Gone in the smokes, he has no idea.
To win the 1v1, but instead they're just gonna wait to go for the double retake here. RGL trying to pinch back
Got
towards
one.
Hobbit and just got spotted. Now
Oh.
here comes the
Got two.
second peek. Now goes aggressive to isolate the first duel against Mazine. Nice little smoke actually gives him an opportunity once again.
Yeah, I think he had
Oh,
to
but that's
smoke
even
himself.
nicer
It's a
for
bit of a
RGL
leak smoke.
because of that smoke.
Yeah,
He
okay, nicely
actually
done. Yeah, I think
and
instead of
they're both
smoking the
waiting
left
for him
there, he had to give himself a smoke to play around.
Annoying to play against Omens no matter what
You
here when
saw
you're at a
the thought.
disadvantage. Exactly.
You saw his- I'm gonna smoke
Man,
you off. You're
this
like,
came
wait,
down to...
man,
There's
yeah,
actually been a few rounds that have just come down to like really,
nicely
really
played.
minuscule
Patience there for
things
MIBR
happening.
really was
Like
able
the
to
C
solidify that
after
type of
plant,
Mozzie
just having
pushes
the
back, doesn't
Omen
try to
smoke in time to
aggress,
get that
doesn't
duel.
plan.
That was that round.
Very smart,
This one
and
with
this
the
chaos
timing of the
very
alarm bot
nicely.
over towards here. Like, look at that.
Side of MIBR. Oh my
That's
god.
so unlucky.
When you think you have a moment, but you don't. Again, back and forth. Cloud9 now.
Yeah, they're
Go
just
ahead.
laughing about it
Go
'cause they're
ahead
like,
and
what
call
the hell
timeout.
happened?
As
Dude,
far as
things...
the
It's
rest of the
nice when
team
stuff goes your way
feeling
like this,
these
where it
rounds
feels like
now.
it's meant to be.
5-2 overall as C9 goes for that timeout coming into round 8. Quite a bit of balls to use. Whether or not they want to go for that, they can have a few buys. It's going to be low for Jake if they want it, but they have a lot of options here to make things happen, especially if they can maybe grab around with Thresh, grab around then with the ultimate from Raze. But who knows? They may have
Jake
these
had ult
long ones,
already.
the way
Why did
MIBR
Whippy go for
put
the
up this
ult? He's just going to
defense.
ult
They
to
also
get
have
him
an
out of the
option
Viper
and
ult.
the
He was going to send him
lockdown.
out of the Viper
So
ult. It honestly
it's
wasn't bad. He
tough.
just got
MIBR
unlucky.
just
Like, the
feels
full
very
process was fine, I
confident in
think.
each move that
Then they
they're
wouldn't
doing,
have to use the
right? Even
Omen
if
ult,
you
and then
uproot them
they probably would have got a
from
kill either way. He has to
situation, it
push
seems like they have an
out
answer,
through his
and they'll
Viper
take
ult, which
the
means
4v5
it's like
situations,
disadvantage for
they'll
him.
convert it, they'll retake with lower numbers.
It was kind of fine. He
Definitely,
just got unlucky.
something to look at
And
for the
then
season here.
the worst
Keep that
possible
consistency
situation.
up because
Maybe not the
it
worst
is
possible
pretty
situation because
powerful
he
what Fraud
didn't use
MVC
his ult.
brought to
If he
the
actually
squad.
used, if actually like
Brought a lot
got
to
his
the
ult
squad,
out
now
here as well,
bringing
would have been a
operator in the
nightmare.
hands of FRZ within this round,
So
a
timeout
Sentinel
goes
op
in, and
getting
we got
some
3
fun.
ults still. We got one.
Quite
Oh my
interesting, but
goodness,
something
1,
that you're
2,
starting
3
to see
double
with the
judge. You know where we're going with double
slowly
judge.
dwindling down
B
and
hit.
no jet within the map because you're playing a Raze.
Eye over
Kinda wanna
towards C
cycle
to
that
get
somebody
info.
else. But for C9, after the timeout that was being used, they have, you mentioned, a lot of ults, and at the same time, a force fire through it. So the Thrash gains some space. The dog actually slows
Wait,
down Oxy to
respect.
not be able to get any
I would
surprise
say
kills
90%
within the door.
of
As
other
Whippy
people
was
are
trying to
pulling the
pinch from
trigger there
behind.
on
It's
that
good
one.
for a 1-for-1. Rocket did do some damage onto JZZ down to 5 HP.
Wait, your nade's incredible here.
There's an opportunity to do
Oh
something
boy.
here.
Oh boy.
Lockdown being used or hiding behind it right now for C9.
Zephyr gets
fully
detained here.
flashes. Jake gets the pick and they both get detained. They won't clear it though.
Wait.
This is an opportunity for Zephyr
Wait.
just around. He does have a Vandal to work with at the same time.
Wait.
They're sticking onto the spike. He's running out. There's that Judge battle, but there's that kill. But the defuse still comes.
Oh, I didn't get the kill in
Oh
time.
my gosh, fans! This
Dude, how have we not had a
right
normal
here,
round?
MIBR takes the round. That was,
Where is
and
the
I believe
normality?
C9's pistol. You
Give
go
me a normal
towards
round.
Gecko in. This time they had the Thresh. and you take
What is
Baby
this
Door, and you
game?
get there as fast as possible.
Dude, give me
Again,
Immy
that's
cam
where
or
they
something.
lost
This
a
guy
lot
will
of
be
members right off the
sweating
bat.
right now.
Seems like
What are these
MIBR
rounds?
Ready and waiting in this
I'd
fight
be
through the
losing my mind
doors
watching this as a
is
coach.
what was a little weird because they have top site, they have the other side, and they're just trying to make sure that one side was clear, and that was the dangerous one. Great round by MIBR.
It ends up
MIBR and Lotus, that's true. That is true.
New appointed IGL, new
Sorry,
player, new
Coco,
member
how you
coming
doing,
in
mate?
for
Thank you.
MIBR,
What's up,
and
what's up?
he said, look, we're going to get the lockdown in. Let's not flood in with the 3 seconds left, right? We just want to play the lockdown. We know some players are stuck
Tech
within
pause?
that radius
Alright.
of the lockdown. Let's just
At
wait
least
for that to
everyone
come
can get a
through,
break and we can
then
stop the
we'll come back
insanity.
in and get the defuse after. They still have plenty of time to work with. And especially when they did not
Still nice
flank
though,
out
like
from
MIBR
within,
have some
it
really
definitely
good
looked like it was
stuff.
going to be in their favor here to retake that site. C9 couldn't do anything. They had
This
to react
guy's
somehow through
home
that
issues.
lockdown. And they opted to try to stay within that door to try to catch the players off guard, and they never did. So well done here for MIBR on these calls. And unfortunately here, another tech pause as we currently are
Yeah, I think
assessing
that one
the issue.
sums it up a little bit.
Audio issue will get fixed up quickly for you and get back into game. I just saw Emmy on your screen agreeing or disagreeing. That was more of like a just the catcher saying this pitch, and he's like, no, not that strat. Well, maybe this strat. No, not that strat. It seems like they're trying to get everything in order here and see what might be plaguing C9 at this point, because it does seem like just a little bit of being disorganized after that plant. Right, MIBR.
How did they both get caught in the Killjoy?
The
The guy Heaven, I'm not too sure about.
And they continue.
We pretty much saw how Zeppa was. It looked like a half and half, and I think he was hoping that he wasn't going to check it. He could have swung, but Maxi's getting traded. He honestly could have won the round.
Not able to hold it, and those retakes are very good from MIBR right now.
He honestly could have won the round.
C9 as we get back into this one, round 9.
Kind of just missed the duel on the guy defusing.
See that they are not shy about using those in any
Okay, another
situations,
stinger
as long as
round.
it secures the round. Shows a lot about the mentality. They're just gunning for those W's and behind each other to do it.
Oh,
The jump peak, the wide
nice.
swing, no punishment there onto FRZ, but C9 knows that the ops posted down
oh,
towards his
free
side.
sight.
Opening the door,
Free sight,
quickly
Razor,
plant.
Seekers.
It's
To
in,
retake though.
nades to
They
be
do have
heard
Killjoy ult.
outside.
Yeah, and time is going to be low on this. So it's a Killjoy ult goes down. We got alarm bot.
The lockdown's
Sorry,
moving
let's try
early
that
here, so
again.
this
We
is
got
gonna
a
look great
molly on the
opportunity for
plant
MIBR to
itself.
wait this out and
Wait,
come through, but they
molly
wasted their
not on the
seekers out of
spike
that.
itself, but
Thankfully,
into
they
the
still have
choke point.
showstopper. And there
Yeah,
he
they
goes,
gotta go
activated
fast
right
with
away
this.
by Artesine.
Damn.
Close range with the stinger, that's gotta hurt. And instantly with a one-way smoke, everybody has to pivot back towards the staircase.
What are they gonna
GZC
do?
with the first
Dude,
pick
is the
there
call
onto
been to
Oxy, but you
save?
already see them falling back.
Yeah, way back.
Towards the
Yeah.
B side, back towards Waterfall.
Nice round
This
from
is a
C9, dude.
round.
Vanity gets a big
Cloud
kill
9
there.
turned that one on and said, I am speed. Just straight through the door, straight into sight.
Yeah, the Killjoy
Without
ult,
even
I
worrying
guess,
about
just
what kind of defense would be there after
did
the
too much
initial
time
portion
as
of the
well.
map, and
The massive win for
around
C9 in
rather,
terms of
and
the
that
Seekers
is
and
exactly
Razor, though.
the kind of
Double
strength you
ults
really remember
that they
if you're
tried to use
C9
into the early
going
retake here
in,
as well.
dominating around and making a team save out. This is what we got on
With C9's
MIBR
money
a
being
few
low,
maps
that's a
ago,
massive win for them,
right?
really.
We joked that it was the Lev save, but no, that was a forced one. Quite big as well. So the operator will
Yeah,
be there
it
for next
does
round.
give them
and
a-
these
does give them a
Razors
lot of
getting
money
stopped
back
all
into
day.
this.
It's uncanny.
Yeah, I
We
love
did
it.
not see that this much. Some wild
The
stuff. here
Lev
starting off with
save.
VCT.
Definitely showing that the aim gets better and better after every game, after every event. And now with C9 getting that round and 3 weapons saved for MIBR, they could buy around that. Op still stays alive for FRZ as he saved it on that previous round. Vandals for the rest, 1 Phantom for
Wait, that's
RGL.
kind
He's
of
actually
that's
taking
kind
the
of
full
nice
court
as
fill
well
it
with the
solo.
boom bot with this smoke
At the
here.
rubble.
It will fast explode if anyone pushes out. Also knows
Dangerous
if
spot, but
you also
happy to
know
play
if
here.
anyone's
Paranoia
actually
ready.
stepped all the way
Ultimate
through.
Get out too if anything gets too hairy.
Yeah, with the dizzy
And
coming
then you
up,
can
there's that
Omen
paranoia
flash off it
panic.
anyway.
Push
Oi,
up.
that's a nice combo as well. There's some good
Nice
stuff
little
going down.
combination there for C9, but
There's some
RTC
good
was still
stuff
waiting
going
for
down at the
Fiora.
moment.
Beautiful trade, but
Big
makes
question
it away,
mark create
escapes
over
that
towards
5
here.
HP, and he'll get the top up.
The lovely combo.
4v4 now.
Jake's playing with his food. FRZ going back and forth consistently.
Okay, I'm
as
gonna keep an
now
eye on
Smoke
Zeppa
is gonna give a
because
gap here to allow
it's a
C9
weird
to
round.
move
It
forward.
feels like
The alarm
C9
bot's
aren't
still
gonna
there,
heavy
but
commit to this and they want to go
being
back
down
to A.
again. We saw this on Split. It makes it tough for C9 to
Okay,
choose
question
how
mark
to get in.
created.
Right now, it could be that
Dude,
Zeppa's communication.
JZZ has
knowledge of what's
Skydog.
happening at A means they
When does he
walk
use it to
in.
clear this?
But Mazine has something to say
Sky
about that.
Flash
Vandal
goes
just
in.
towards
Last flash
B
for
side
him.
here.
They clear over
Yeah,
towards it.
Here
Question
comes
mark
the
cleared
rest
and
of
like they can
MIBR,
heavy
but how
rotate,
quick does
especially with the
C9
door
on
opening.
this
They know
play?
they're all
Ball
here.
should come up as soon. There he goes. The door open zone.
boy.
He could have used some snake bite to delay, but thinking that he could have won a 1v1 there. But there was actually 4 players of C9 running through.
Gotta retake. God's sake, man. Man, stop showing me, Wingman. Gotta retake with the op.
Everybody's going to meet at the same side, so you're not really going to get a different direction here for MIBR. They're waiting. Yeah, waiting for JZZ to check the peak. C9 is in such good positioning, though. This will be tough for MIBR.
Another save.
There's no flashes either for GZZ with the latest patch. Nothing refreshes. A dog is not going to allow for you to get too much. You could get shot right away, and you're in great positions here.
But it doesn't really matter. They gotta see this one. I do massively more agree with. Like this one's fine. Like they gotta think of their own economy because of the earlier round where they saved. Like it's done in terms of economy. So they gotta try see if they can get this to like 7.
Whatever Emmy shook his head no to, it was right. It was no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, C9 calling that timeout has changed their play style.
You thought they signed fraud, not honor. That's good.
At the end of Bind, in the way that they played to get themselves.
I tell you what though, this was a nice round. I like their little A control. Yeah, they take A aggro with an Omen smoke and a boom bot, and I think it's pretty cool. Then they're kind of locked into this area.
There for FRZ. They don't have to change too much from defense.
I think there's some cool stuff you could do with it. I like the use of the boom bot over towards A. There was another team that was using it towards the end of last year. I can't remember who it was, but
find some way to funnel the players within the op of FRZ because he hasn't been getting too much value out of it. And as again, the composition that you have for C9 that allows you to section
fundamentals, yeah, they got good protocols at the moment. They're very proactive, right? Lose some map control, lose some map control, or like there's a lot of map control somewhere, they'll always have like a reaction. The amount of times we've seen them heavy group over towards C and get info, like as much as they only have the sky to get info, they're still using it very well.
With that much confidence out of somebody, so awesome to see that pick up for MIBR there. See what they can continue to do going into this next round, round 11 here. And a lot of this game has been MIBR shutting down C9. If we look at the kill score, everybody's right there around 6 or 5. So it's taking the team, it's taking refrags to get past MIBR, who have had some powerful fragging in this game, in this series. 6-4 here, still, again, super close. A lot of what we saw on our first map, honestly.
You bring up a great point. It's actually quite crazy that you got 4 rounds for C9, but you got like what total of 24 kills across the board.
Right.
It really comes down to the util pulse plan, and again, that discipline that we saw from MIBR on map number 1 to this one to try to work their
they do same thing over towards A. Smoke, boombot that would fast explode if someone pushed through. We get Omen set up. Omen sets up, they can fast rotate. Viper needs to leave the site. Viper does leave the site. How are we doing on ults? Okay, if Vanity gets another kill, for God's sake, Vanity gets another kill, then he'll have ult. Bro, how's the crowd cheer more for Lil Bro planting than like an ace?
C9 was trying to push towards the spawn.
It's killing me.
Azine still alive, has an orb. Stink Bite also still available. Now they could tap within the spike. Not really set up here for Zephyr for the kill. They're just trying to play that distance. Up to Vanity alone, has a thrash.
Straight up to stick.
Will come in for MIBR. They don't need a wingman for defuse.
FRZ and RGL pushed out of that smoke together, and they had an off. That was like a point.
I would have to watch this round again. I don't want to comment too much on this round. I would have to watch it again.
Weapons they have, usually the operator would make that kind of take difficult, but not in that situation. Crazy stuff. Spike goes down.
And they're here so early. The Raze pushes. The Omen flash is incredible. Raze pushes, but then doesn't have a flash to go through. Then just ends up in the smoke. And then it's just a bad plant, but they can't really plant anywhere else because.
Gets the pick of the Jake, and now the door opens with another one to fall. Only 2 players alive now for C9 with the spike still on the back of Vanity, who does get that pick.
It was a nice it was a nice punish for once they'd taken A main though. I kind of liked it. Some good util here. It's just pure numbers.
Could get a timing right over here. Orb now being picked up, knows that Vanity's there, just around the corner here.
And they can just wait for Wingman to come back.
And now here's a turret. That's confirmation.
This is one of the
that
better
there's not
things
gonna be
with,
a backstab
oh, it's
across.
his ult, not wingman.
Oh no.
That's gonna suck.
Oh.
Here's towards the back of the site. He gets the touch. He gets detained.
Oh, that's a knife kill.
Where is he?
What?
Where is he?
What?
They couldn't find him. He stayed behind.
No shot.
No way.
Somehow stays alive,
Dude, just
but there's
split
an
up.
alarm bot there to get
Just
the
split
information
up,
as he walks
surely.
across. Orb then comes down.
One goes one way, one goes the other
No,
way.
he's towards that staircase.
Chuckle Brothers.
Vandal now for both Vanity and Whippy. The first contact will be Vanity, but Whippy's not looking to swing it back.
Lots of time.
They're just gonna do
Okay,
two
holy,
separate 1v1s
dude,
that Vanity
imagine.
is going to win.
Imagine he won that. He got a free
With
attempted in.
5
Absolute
rounds as
freebie.
MIBR has 7.
A 7-5, but fans, I feel like that last round is the story.
This
of
was such
what
a
we've been watching C9 try to grab
such
rounds,
a
and you're
silly
like,
half,
did
dude.
you see
There's
this
so
one?
much
But
madness.
MIBR comes up again, just on the edge every time. MIBR are able to get the 7-5 though, with C9 getting that last one.
Kind of felt like Mazin was in like one of those dreams where the killer's chasing after
Yeah,
you,
it's
you
true,
just can't run away
Shaman.
'cause you're running in
There's a
slow
few,
motion.
there's
The
a few that
stairs
got
are
it.
too steep.
I'm going slow.
Somehow still stays
Oh,
alive,
no.
but unfortunately couldn't win that 1v1. I mean,
Dude,
still
don't
right,
give me
still
that,
going around no
man.
matter what. But
Don't-
with that, let's hear from
Don't give
Cloud9's
me,
Jake for his
don't
thoughts
give
on
me
his new
Immy
teammate.
looking like that. That's outrageous, bro.
I think our new roster is good, and I think we're gonna surprise a lot
Oh
of people.
man, I
It's
get a
similar to
whole
last year
year
where
of that as well.
people
That's so
underestimated,
sick.
both me and Rooney. I think like we were both good players back then. People just didn't know how we were gonna mesh with like the 3 veterans on the team, and I think it's similar now. Like Vanity and Zeppa are veterans. They don't know how me, Whippy, and Oxy are gonna mesh, but I think we're gonna come out and be really good and surprise a lot of people. And same thing with Immy. He has
Man,
good
that
head for the
half
game and,
destroyed
like,
him.
in different ways than our last coach was, MC. Like obviously they both have great minds for it, but they think different about the game, and I think it's gonna put a fresh look on our team.
You
So
can definitely see
so
that there
funny.
from what Jake was talking about here with the change in the play style from C9 with Immy coming in. A lot less of like the heavy aggressiveness that you might have under MSC's helm in the past on defense, but
Yeah, he said it's
the
different.
force buys and the half buys I think are still quite present right now.
Rose,
They
thank you
are.
so much for
And
the 2 months.
strategies
Thank you,
that come
thank
out
you.
on
You've
those
been
too, a lot of
entertained,
timeouts have been kind of
dude.
focused around solidifying those, or an alt
I mean,
round
yeah.
will be coming in. So
I can't believe
yeah,
some of the
taking
rounds we got.
advantage when they can and trying to keep it diversified. I think Vanity and Immy both have a lot of ideas here, like you heard Jake say. We'll see those come as the season
500
goes
views on
Pistol
YouTube?
round here is
Damn.
gonna be pretty big for Cloud9.
Shout out to the YouTube-
MIBR has
the
been pretty
YouTube
good at
gang.
the second round pistol.
That's way more than I
Just a
thought it
few
would be
goes
for the
to
first time.
Zeppa
That's pretty cool.
And Whippy as well. Keep those long range shots in. Whippy's always going to be your flank, so keep that, especially for Lotus.
I'm holding at the wingman chance, dude. The crowd
fly
just
into the
cheered
game.
too
You
much,
might have
man.
potentially seen the same
We-
storyline that the
we're
MIBR
cheering,
throughout
dude.
this whole series.
No one,
Last year
I
when
hate it, man.
we're so good at
No one
taking the
cheers
lead, but
for a
just
player
couldn't close it out.
planning.
That was also some
But some little idiot
of the
does it, and
reflections that
everyone
came
loses
out
their
here from
mind.
players of MIBR moving
Does the
into this
most
year,
simple
but finally
thing.
they're able to close it quite strongly
Crazy.
on Split,
Like
and
it's
now
like
have
us
a lead
cheering
now in
when
this
we go
third
to a
match.
cipher cam,
So
and it's like
hopefully
the cipher
they don't
cam's
fall
just
back
looking
into the same
around,
pit
and
as
we're
they
like,
did last year and
"Wait."
close this one right
Why are we
here
cheering
with
for it
Cloud9.
planning? It's what it's meant to
Very
do.
strong pistol for them, as you mentioned here, Riv, could be really good against C9.
Oh man, I can't with this guy. One day in, and I hate him already again.
I was gonna say interesting. They're there. They could eat a seasonade, but luckily, Oxy is going to be towards mid here, and you do see that.
Cypher
most
cam.
of
I would
them
argue
are
that the cipher cam's
back a
cuter than
bit,
this
waiting
guy.
for that noise. 1, 2, 3, aggression
Ooh,
from
this is
C9.
nice though.
Only
Big
gets the ping
push.
onto one player. All of MIBR are waiting behind here for the util to just dwindle down, and he might be able to flood right back with the wall coming through. A flash available for JZZ, and there it is. Paranoia on top of that, and the first and second kills come in favor of the attacking side. Zeppa then still trying to
Dude, this
stay
guy
alive
could
as much
kill
as he can
everyone.
towards the rubble.
Oh man,
Beautiful
he's
satchel to push him out of position.
Wait.
Oxy was trying to flank ASAP, but now he's blocked by his teammate Smokes, which gives MIBR an opportunity to
miss
move
something?
in within this A site and plant.
Oh,
They knew
if
about
turret
this
wasn't
guy,
there,
right?
Oxy
Otherwise
was
he's
gonna
not-
have
otherwise
such
he's
good
not
timing
right-clicking
coming
a
around,
nade
but
there.
MIBR just has everything thought of at the moment.
turret. Okay. Then we're fine.
Again, they're both just going to come from this base side on the left.
Turret available, working together. Sheriff and Ghost first contact. Nice shot there from
Oh,
Oxy. The
boss man.
Where's the communication?
Oh!
There's a
Oh my god, bro. Gifted the second, the water, the third, and the fourth. That was insanity.
Unreal for a rookie
that was
to come
nice.
in and put this much into each game. Usually there's some cobwebs they have to work out, a little rust, but no pressure on Oxy, it seems. Still being able to come up huge on these frags throughout each game. Almost top second frag in game number 1, top frag in game number 2.
Crowd gave him a wingman planting esque cheer for it. That was sick, man. That was really, really sick. 3-3 in terms of pistols. 1-1 for the last map. Don't get a replay. Maybe we get it after this. It's an eco. I think we might get it after this. I think they tried to and they messed up, if I'm honest.
Looking to fight right back through the smoke, though.
Uh-oh.
Splitting right out.
Don't get too crazy.
But Zeppa's there for the support. Stinger sprays. Prowler to come out. And at least baits out a shot from the Classic. And there's that long range across. 2 HP remaining, but at least Zeppa gets that kill. Third within the round. And he's also building closer.
Oh, they know he's low.
Nightfall in their bonus potential.
Zeppa limping around rubble, willing to give himself up here just for a bit of sound so the team can trade. Quick haunt.
No replay. I'm confident that we get the replay after.
Get backstabbed at this point.
Confident we see it after this.
There it is.
Unless this guy does
Easy kill, right to
something
Classic
mental.
close range. Paranoia, nice there for
Oxy
JC
replay?
outside of that radius that you could still see while you're paranoid, and C9 are able to escape here. The heavy push that MIBR did, and did convert to a lot of kills there actually in their eco, or on their eco rather.
Yep. Buy-in. Looks like they'll still get a bit of money
production.
Oh my gosh. You also have to understand that there was some
What a time to do it.
MIBR to keep peeking one by one.
Okay,
Oh, no, you got
Stinger,
it. Okay,
Stinger,
you got it. It's okay. That's
Spectre,
when you feel a
Judge,
little too comfortable in the round.
raise one away.
And you get punished for it. 7-7. We're all tied up now here on our last map of the series.
Not that replay. Oxy basically said, Vanity, we don't need that flash. You got me.
Don't worry about it. I got 7 bullets in the chamber. We're fine. Minute and 20 left on this. Lots of time for MIBR to play with.
Dizzy to get information from the waterfall. Actually baits the shot out from MIBR at the mound. They're still trying to move forward to see if there's
What guns
any
have they got
type of
here?
KJ utility towards the C site. Trying to
Gonna
pull
say
back,
the flash
try to
comes
work out
back
in a
here.
different position.
Double shot.
Beauty again of that Dizzy.
Yeah.
Double shot.
Refreshing
Dog
after
goes
being
in,
picked
trying to
up. 10
fake.
seconds to throw it
They
back
are
again.
not buying it.
But it allows for
Prowler
C9
goes
to really
in
just
as
anchor
well.
out towards the C and B, while
Honestly,
all of them pivot back
Am
towards the
I?
site for MIBR.
I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried for MIBR here. Just feels like they're not buying on this
Quiet
one.
contact play coming up here. All the way to the front door.
Yeah,
This is going to surprise C9.
Ready for it no matter what.
30 seconds left.
Turret to able to spot that.
No one
first
open
contact
tree.
As Zeppa plays the off angle, gets the dink, and you're trying to do as much as you can, trying to hold these tight angles on your bonus round.
Wait, they just
Paranoia
have no
comes
map
out.
control.
Give me a chance here for Venom to move through with the Dizzy. Nice little nano swarm as Jake almost had a second one.
Okay.
That's gonna
Fine.
stop any type of trap that you're
Wow,
trying to do here
bro.
for C9 until you see those satchels out. from
Please
Oxy.
don't use your razor.
Spike down. 1v1 long range towards a spawn to dink off the JZZ. Showstopper also available.
Estone, thank you so much for the 11 months. Thank you
Pain
with the
shells
prime.
now. Upgrade from a Vandal. Here's the shots coming through behind the box.
Okay, not too bad. I was actually really worried when no one took over towards tree here, or at least create the pressure so that this guy was like, fine.
Let's go. All right, ultimate for Oxy.
Good damage for C9. They did good on
Where
this
did
one.
they go with this? The explosion on the B is always super powerful. I'm sorry, C, B, a lot of angles to look at. As we see this hit once
That's huge
again
by him.
for the Judge. I love that we now have 2 Judge users here. Vanity's always bringing it out, but Oxy feeling very
Yeah, they got the
comfortable
that's true. They got the
being
double
better
shotgun
than
users on the team.
MIBR,
So
however,
Oxy gets
shutting
the
it all down,
Bucky,
pulling another round into
and
their favor
kind of
to
just
keep going
raise
back
up
and
with the
forth
Bucky
and
to
up
back it
the gut
up.
here. Coming in for
We have
MIBR.
Gecko Flash.
Just a
Gecko
little
Flash
bit of
hits
lurk
one, and then
presence
he
for
pops his ult. That's the
Mazin,
plan on this
and
one.
It's going to be Arts and
And
enemy.
they insta hit over towards
also is
B.
comfortable with the
And
Judge.
Judge too, laying down the verdict. Both sides of the team.
Raze gets a kill with this judge, and it is an ult. Raze ult to retake this one. Ah, it's so unlucky. He's a little bit flashed on this. Oh, he puts his ult into this. But he got a kill from the judge like we were talking about, puts his ult in. Damn, look at the damage done on that. Oh boy. And then he has a nade.
Flush out and picked
No
off.
way.
Vanity, nice shot there. A 1v1, the jump long range with the judge. Now the gun gets back.
Oh my god, Vanity's looking kind of crisp individually.
The multi-kills from Vanity.
Dude,
when they
MIBR
are
really
required.
nearly stole this one.
Continuously from map to map and coming from the IGL. A pivotal one there to again keep it tied here in our second half. And these are coming down to the big frag rounds right now. You just go in, Spike might go down, but it is a bloodbath inside each one of these sites. Clean plays just off the strafe shot too. Very nicely done. Gotta say, Alex's passion
Yeah,
is through
it's so
the
sick
roof
having
right now.
people
He
that
is just absorbing
just shout
everything
like
about
this,
that
man.
stage in his first
So
games.
good.
Now we're going towards C, it looks like here with MIBR. Roxy wanting to push out towards
a good sign
mid
for
there.
him as
Still
well.
has the judge. They're fine with keeping these close range
Like an
guns
impact
and
player, and he
allowing
can
MIBR to
be a morale
approach a little bit
booster.
Closer.
Good.
MIBR spread in the 3-1-1 right now.
So
Door
this is a
games be
huge,
played
huge
ever
round.
slowly.
It's such a weird round. We're so low to having like no money on next round with 2 away from ults, but we've got to go against 2 ults. Like they have to get some of these orbs. You would probably CA default. You would just get both of these orbs. Surprised C9 have let them have this. I probably would have gone aggro A.
At least for us, we know here at the pivot comes back towards this A site, trying to
They show to get
a
info.
contact play within the A site. Thrash now being used
He
towards
just
that C-mount
hold this the whole time until it... Chat, how long does it last for? If it's on the floor, is it 30 seconds? Or is it less?
Going for alert plays. Now the dog comes behind the door. Nightfall coming out from the defensive side of C9.
30 seconds
Oxy just
left.
holding close.
10? You really think it's that short?
The big battle now comes in towards the revolving door at the tree. Flash to come out, Zeppa playing the off angle, avoids the flash for the kill.
Down.
FRZ though
God,
answers
it's a
right
big,
back
big
onto
round.
Oxy.
Take hold.
Advantage for C9, but we're still looking for the
So
plant.
much going on.
Everything's
10
getting delayed
seconds,
so far
bro, you
because
need
the
to
Thrash
plant.
got picked up.
Left.
10 seconds left. This might be it.
Oh my god.
Until RGL
TP
gets
plant?
that first pick, and now there is no time.
No time.
One enemy remaining.
It was a very weird round that we saw here. on the
Yeah,
attack
and
from
honestly,
MIBR.
that when MIBR look back
Seems
at
like
it,
they
it's gonna
weren't
be like, damn, I
confident
think
in
this
trying
is
to
where,
hit that
if they
B site.
potentially lose, this is
Those
where
are
they
the rounds
maybe should
before
have
we saw
done a
MIBR
bit better
saving,
here.
but the game a bit too tight for
Yeah,
that.
this
At this
is
point,
a
you don't really want
devastating
to have a big
round
save
for them
like
to
that
lose.
just to keep your weapons here.
Go to
They
eco now.
wanted the round, so we'll see once again.
Spike down.
Lots of control coming from Tree, but they couldn't find Vanity up on top of Heaven there. A nice hide. Vanity actually has been alive for a
Tempted
lot
to
of
use
rounds
these
towards
ults,
the
but
end,
they
being
probably
able to make
shouldn't.
calls, being able to use that util to be sure they can retake sites.
Omen had the TP.
Positioning
Yeah, I thought he was
helped a
gonna
lot with
TP
him
plant.
being
It's
alive
probably the
towards
only
end
way
of
he would
these
have done
rounds.
it.
Pushing towards A. They're kind of just pushing each other around here without even knowing
Oh,
about it.
okay.
They're going to meet
Dude,
and
against
spawn.
an eco, but I mean, there's 4 of them.
Prowler is close though on the
Probably
call for
shot.
MIBR. Mazine was trying to watch
Instant
that
reaction
flank,
over
but gets
towards
popped
C.
instantly. So this
No,
will
I
now
think this is
force
good from
MIBR
C9.
quickly
Maybe
with
not
this
going full
A
aggro
within
against the
this
eco,
site.
but I think the fact that they have so many
More
ults, they
buy
don't
that
want to
you
get
have
exect
for
on, so
MIBR.
just going
A
aggro
plant
makes a
will
lot
be
of
a
sense.
nice
You
little
might
one
see him
as
do it again next
Alarm
round.
bot
Maybe not
forces
the
out
same
now
strat,
the
but
nanoswarms to
similar
delay the plan
aggression.
from MIBR, which then, look at this push from C9. All of them towards down. MIBR trying
Big
to push
nade.
back towards the CT. Big paranoia to come across. Plant still comes in no matter what.
That's a
An
huge
assist from the
slap.
wingman to get the
Fair
clap
play, that was
onto
actually...
RGL.
Oh my god, that was so crisp. 1 HP as well. Dude, he's insta-locking to their heads.
Through again. Man, we're
Back
gonna
to
have
back,
get some
dude,
shit
2
on
aces
these.
for this guy in this best of 3.
One
4K that I can remember, 2 aces.
Yeah,
that was
and at this
sick,
point, we're
though.
gonna have to write thank you cards to Oxy. Oh my gosh, the rookie absolutely exploding. I think they said Super Saiyan. Doesn't that take
I'm
like
out after
20
this.
episodes? This guy
At least that means we get the
one
replay.
episode right
Episode
now.
20 kills pretty much.
Holy crap, this he is absolutely
Oh,
cooking
the 4th
right now.
kill.
And that was pressuring 3 1v1s. Look at that. recognizing it.
That's super sign 4. That's
Yeah.
definitely super sign 4.
1 HP, it's meant to be.
I see the moon. The moon is full.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna call a timeout out of that
Oh
one.
my gosh, just mind-numbing play.
I mean,
that
if you're
has
MIBR,
to deal with right now. They gotta
you
shake
use
that
no
off. They
ults,
gotta
and it was an
remember that
eco.
they
It's
have
actually
been in
so fine.
control for most of the maps that have been in this series, with Cloud9 being able to bring it to a third due to some hard work here. And now Oxy has just
Walking highlight reel,
completely
yeah, he
come
does some
online.
mad
Again,
stuff.
from that first game, second fragging.
He'll be
and
around
now
for a
has
good amount of
top
time, it
fragged
feels
the
like. He's
past
a really
2
good player.
games. This one not even over yet, and he's 4 from the next.
Telling you as well, like
10
a
to 8
hype
here.
person like
MIBR
this as
now
well is
looking
good.
to
Keep the
change
morale
things
up.
up. There's too much momentum with 3 rounds now on the side of Cloud9, and there's 4 ultimates to be used by MIBR. If this round gets snuffed out by Cloud9, that might be 13 for them.
That's a great
God,
point
he has his
here
Razor again.
to call the timeout to stop that momentum that C9's been building, especially after that ace that you saw from Oxy.
We call this
The
timeout
company's not
MIBR
too
for
good
sure.
here
For sure,
MIBR.
for
They
sure.
have to go for a rare half buy. With Vandals, they have ults to work with, so you know that this
Especially,
is definitely an
I mean,
important swing
first of
round
all, the amount of
for
tools the
MIBR
coach
that
has
they
to
have
make a good plan
convert.
around this is
So
a
off
lot.
this
And like I
timeout,
said, with C9,
no early
they're up
aggression,
against so
not
many
trying to
ults
use
that they're
anything.
gonna go
For C9,
aggro.
instead,
And I
it's for
wonder
them
if
to move out.
MIBR
That
talked
is
about
great.
this,
All
especially with
for
the round that
MIBR,
happened
staying
prior with
towards
them
the spawn,
pushing.
punish them,
Like,
thinking that
it's
C9
pretty much
with
just a
that
set kind of
confidence will
protocol. It's just
overcook.
like, we
Exactly,
can't hold a
and
sight
might
against
have a
this.
little
We're
burn
gonna
on the
get wrecked
edges
if
for
we
that
sit
push.
still. Let's go
Looks like it's
aggro,
gonna
let's
be a
try and
quick
kill them
one.
before they can
Seekers
use
out
their
towards
ults.
C, and the rest of the hit comes through on the KJ util.
Or at least get some map control so they're kind of locked in.
They're good.
Like, you don't want to let a team X like a plan. Teams are too good right now in terms of just like actual combos or ults. You're gonna lose a round. So, a good idea from
BZZ
C9.
just spotted one towards the back of spawn, but Zipper runs out. The trades come across, but Vanity once again stuck in a 1 versus 2. He's clutched it before.
It's
and
like
Bluebot's
one
gonna
of the better
spot him.
agents to do this as well, because you can kind of let them
Spike's down out in the
plant.
open.
Exactly. I'd say
Normally in
positioning
this,
here
you would
for
want to be
Vanity
like,
if
I
they
need to
don't
fight for
double
Spike.
swing
You don't
him.
want to let him plant.
Could be.
With
If they get
Gecko,
on top of site, they might
kind of
get-
okay to let him plant.
make Vanity push into the Viper's pit, but it doesn't look
Yeah.
like they're in position for that.
I mean, you do it towards spawn. Oh, it's a satchel instead for the double
Oh,
swing.
nicely handled from them. Yeah, really, really cool. And they also wanted, like, they were a little bit pressed for time because the guy could have gone all the way
for
around,
what
right?
MIBR
So,
was doing on the previous
nicely
rounds,
done.
we saw Mazin actually putting an ult down right next to another member of C9 to solidify a round. And
Money.
these ones are very important
fine.
to do so.
Not gonna be
Just a
fine for
blast
next
back and a
round.
double peek on
Like,
that
this
one,
is-
so
yeah,
they
this is a
saved
big
the
one.
ultimate, and like we said,
1, 2, 3,
they had
1, 2,
4 to
3,
use,
4.
Only needed 1 to
4
get through that
people on,
round. Really, the
C9
Seekers
can't buy
coming in.
next.
Artisan's about to be
3 on
top two with
MIBR.
his,
Wait,
showstopper, so
1-9 on
they
this?
could
Honestly,
actually
4.
unleash a lot of hell in these
Honestly,
next
there's a
few
lot of
rounds.
people that can't buy.
They stave off that loss. The econ's still good for MIBR, and C9 goes back to this push towards Rubble, gaining ground and giving less space for MIBR to play with.
Yeah, no, less space, even a prowler to confirm that nobody's
Oh, they're
moving
just sending it.
and staying behind towards this A side. But once again, it's MIBR using satchels, but not breaking too
Good
much
damage.
util. Turret comes out. Artisan's the one that's creating that space to waste that KJ util. There's a pit, but they have a Nightfall and a Showstopper on top of this.
Oh,
Goes in.
We answer back though with the lockdown on the attack, and there is that trade-off. And JZ
Wait, got
just
2?
lines up a few as they're trying to run back towards the waterfall. That might be it right there for C9 to just hold it back for a little bit more. I mean, if Jake and Whippy could do a little bit of damage here, but they're
Fatal
also low
Razor.
in the economy.
Done.
Vandal upgrade for Jake, and both of them will
The
decide to fall
Viper
back.
ult, Killjoy ult.
An incredibly pivotal timeout from MIBR
How did this
just
guy
a
get
few
2?
rounds ago. I think what they did was they basically scheduled how to use these ultimates. They said,
Should
all right,
see a
this
replay,
round,
yeah.
look to get this ult in with the Seekers. We take B. This round, look to get in again.
That was
Use the
nice. It was
Viper's Pit.
decisive as
They
well from MIBR.
still have another ultimate to come in here, and I think Artisan's very
And it
close
looked
to
like
his
they're
too,
on a
maybe
different
one
page
off
as
if he
well,
didn't get a frag there.
because
So
the original
this could be
call
a
here is to
showstopper
go
now
in with the
to come up
fade
and
ult
bring them
and
to
just
11-10.
try and get the
MIBR
damage
has
done.
unfolded
So Vanity sending it in,
this
trying to
arsenal
do the
so
damage
well
once they're
over the last few
-80.
rounds. And we'll see this play out.
And everyone else
JZZ
backed
on
off. It was
top,
like
just
not all on the
clotheslining
same
people
page.
with
Yeah.
that Phantom.
But if Vanity went in, you
Alright.
got to assume that his call was to
So
go in
that
here. But I'm not
showstopper is
sure
one
everyone
away.
else.
On
Like,
deck is just
I don't
going to
think
be
enough
Jake's
people are
ultimate
close
with
to
a few
send it
orbs
in,
needed
really.
For the rest of Cloud9 if one were to get there.
Like, I saw the
So
Raze just
MIBR
chilling in
definitely has an
Waterfall
idea
at one
they can
point.
get towards long here, get that alt orb for Artisan, and then make the play happen. It's one of the rounds C9's not going to get their A push in, so this
defense
may work out
Omen ult doesn't matter
for
too
MIBR
much.
here.
When you're looking at it, though, it's a gamble here for C9 to just get as much information as you can on both extremities here. There's no alarm bot or turret or anything to see any pushes towards B. I mean, for MIBR, they've rarely moved within that location, unless it was with judges. C9 trying to go for a blind push.
Trying to do a
after
bit of a
throwing up
trap,
his
and they're just going to
Dizzy
insta-send this. We got
potentially
double
get
mollies,
control
though.
of that orb so Vanity could have
That's
it
the
in
one.
round number 23.
That's Razor with the orb, right?
Showstoppers up. Fuse has not been lit just yet, and it looks a little chaotic for them to get into the site. Showstopper down.
Try to get a timing through that. A nice shot from Oxy. 88ing down with a second headshot of the JZZ.
Honestly, Whippy did really good to get a kill prior to this on the Razor. The amount of times Ray's ults have been shut down in this best of 3 has been insane. Because like every Razor doesn't actually get shot, it just gets popped.
Fall back within B, and FRZ will cut the rotation.
They are expecting this. Vanity's watching
one
it.
path to victory when C9's putting you down that hard is I think C9 read the same thing.
Wait, they know all 3 is locked in here. Wait, this is a really doable 2v3.
Was going to happen this round here. We saw how
Guy just needs to be
big
super
that
patient.
C9 collapsed on that area right after
I think he's
the
just
outfit.
accepting that if they
Chaos.
loop all the way around
Leaving
here,
the
then they
plant
can
to
have it.
Mazin.
I think
It'll
this is
be a
the
retake
right way
for
to play
C9.
it.
Very important here, and Vanity
Yeah,
scaling
really
this
big
up
jaw.
alone back towards the spawn.
They have to be. I think every corner is held by a member of MIBR.
And FRZ is always so good on these lurk moments to actually put a lot of impact within the round. There is that
Vanity.
I tell you what, individually,
Wide one to
Vanity
get
is
the headshot onto
looking
FRZ.
really good.
Some
Not
stay, he's
a
still
big
swinging.
plant there
For an
Mazin.
IGL, he's like
He actually
fragging
has to
great.
stay within the site.
Man, he
So
shouldn't
his
be.
plan
He
is
shouldn't be winning this
moving
duel.
towards the water.
Not a chance.
There's no utility except for the Dizzy here for Vanity, so technically, potentially even a 4 versus 1 for the retake. Nice angle on the top in front of the
Yeah,
C
not
site,
meant to be on
but
that
Jake
one.
gets the wall back headshot.
Oxy did fantastic again. Whippy deserves a shout out. Vanity for winning that duel.
Is the question.
Definitely.
Wingman defuse.
Definitely a doable
Big one there.
2v3, really,
And
on
the fact
paper, if
that
you looked at
Vanity
it.
was able to cut off the cutoff man in FRZ is absolutely huge. 11-9. That would have been a 3rd round loss as well for C9 there. So
Those are
they stop that and reset the money over on side of them.
Big toes there at that Artazine head.
Bit of planted mounts. Yeah, it felt like from how the other guy was playing that they thought all 3 were there.
I like it.
Like, it felt like this guy was
All right,
confident all
rock and
3 were
roll.
here, and this guy wasn't
Fresh is
confident all
out.
3 were there. So
Still
I'm
that
not
ultimate
entirely
for
sure what the
Jake, can't
comms
really
were.
use it too much unless you're repositioning with
There
the
is a
opponent.
chance that they could have done this, though, right?
Nice
They could have pushed all the way
early fade
behind.
out, and they get
But,
that prowler some good information.
yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, door open? The door games. They
Wait,
start.
early C control. Where are we at again? Managed to squeeze in a buy. I mean, squeeze in a buy. We're missing some
Now
util.
continuing with the one-ways, they're kind of just leaving them pinned, holding back towards the spawn still. But Mazin's doing a
Really
very
good pressure
job
from the Solar
doing all of
Viper.
this ruckus towards his BC side to scale up, lurk, and break the alarm bot. Splitting the defense right now for Cloud9. They're gambling for this hit towards the A site. Vanity is already rotating across.
A little delay on the door open. Nicely played.
like this
with the
turret,
kill
though.
mollies.
Kind of only really see it if you actually push
MIBR
through.
has been here before.
Wait,
Thresh
it's
goes
nice.
out, just bring it back
Visual
for
info, just to see.
regrab after a
But
minute.
yeah, this is good as well. From
And they'll be
JZZ
back
just
in
hears
this
it,
one.
realizes that this question mark over towards door from originally opening it has been cleared and needs to open it again. Open it again, keep people here. B-split coming in. Oxy has to get a...
Close, tucked in towards the heavens now, moving within the pit with Zeppa together.
Guys, don't
Both
push
of them
that.
spraying as they did get.
Dude,
at
please
least
do me a
one
favor
within
and
the
don't
siege.
push this. Ooh,
Boombot,
Boombot.
they're trying to
Okay,
clear
maybe
it
we
out.
can.
And then a Thrash moving forward, right through, does not get a pip, but Zeppa gets a spray down
Oh
on two.
my. The
Spike
Boombot
down,
got
Zeppa
so
moving
much
into another
info
one,
with the
and
fish, even though the
FRC's
fish
all
got
the way
popped, they
back
heard 2
towards
people
bubble.
shooting it, so they realized they could push all the way through. Boombot was incredible here, by the way. Like one of the most impactful Boombots I've ever seen. Clear the whole of the smoke here to mean that they can push and Zeppa can get a double.
The Superdome Columbia and just other matches that they played here
Boombot.
in the offseason was
Okay,
that
2
fearlessness,
chances to
the
close this
ability
one.
to go forward and just absolutely knowing what the duelist job is. There's no hesitation.
He's
And
pretty much in the
everybody's
bin.
behind that here. MIBR found a way to shut it down.
No one
quite
was
a bit in the
watching this
first
after
few
they heard of
matches, playing
Boombot?
further back, not
'Cause they're all
allowing
shooting
Oxy
the
so much
official, right,
attention,
I guess?
But he is finding it on his own now, and the team is there. to
Someone's got to
support
watch that, though.
as much as they can with the utility, give him the space he needs. All right, possible final round here as we're on our 3rd map of these two in their first go around here. in the 2024 season VCT kickoff.
Okay, instant reaction over towards C side. We're gonna have to see a retake. What do we got? Whippy gets a okay. If Whippy gets a kill, it's Killjoy. You would imagine it's kind of done. Oh,
Where are they going? Holy.
They're going for it right now, and they're trying to pinch within the B
oh
side.
my God, we got a double.
Crazy pressure.
That is not going to be good here for MIBR.
Free sight. They
As
lost
they
mount
feel
control.
like their hands
Did
forced
they
to
lose
plant
mount
within the C
control?
site.
Jake just got eyes on the from the shadows, so they're pretty good to wait
And they
this
really
out.
wanted a lot of map
And
control.
wait
here.
as well for Zeppa to get here along with Vanity, and they are going to nail this site. Paranoia is not there. A smoke to use though.
Okay, nicely handled.
RTL gets
Looks.
that first pick and a second one. The flick
Oh,
on the third
oh
one.
man, I was nervous for it there. I thought he got it.
The series as well.
Sick, dude. Sick best of 3. Really, really good best of 3.
Cloud9 had to claw their way back.
Dude, this was
into
this was
game.
close.
What
This
a
was
good one. I should
close.
say
Definitely
series. This game was
shout
a
out to
back and
Oxy. I
forth
feel like
one.
he played
Split
insanely
seemed
well.
like it could have gone either way. Bind seemed like it could have gone either way.